Welcome to Monday Night Live, goal month.
What was that?
It's goal month.
Yes.
Yes. You got 2 forks.
Remember.
Now that's a goal.
Remember, there you go. Remember, they can't hear us for the first few bits.
Okay, well, welcome to Monday Night Live, goal month.
Oh my. We are busy, so we are kind of eating dinner-ish with you.
CGM Farms is in the house.
Hey.
Hey, buddy. How you doing tonight?
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and show your support. Yes, please. How is everybody tonight? We have 2 people and 3 likes so far.
Nice, nice. So, we got a few goals set for the property because we're acting. Okay. So,
give it a little bit just because there's 2.
Just 2?
Oh, yeah. Gavin's in the house. Hey, Gavin.
Hey, buddy. Yes.
Just salting our carrots.
Welcome to the dinner version of Me and Your Echoes.
The dinner version. The dinner and
dinner theater.
Hold on. Un momento. Let's. Oh, I was going to say this. Cheers.
Oh, I'm gonna
look, you know what? We may have to. Cheers. Turn off the light. Because look.
It's like shiny.
It makes it look like I am all sweet and, you know.
Bomber Steve!
Woohoo! Hey,
good to see you too, buddy. How's it doing over there?
Is it like dark now?
Nope, it was good.
Okay.
And Priscilla's in the house. Hey. Welcome to Monday Night Live. It's goal month this month.
Yes. It's the middle of the year. It's kind of like the middle of the week, or we're going into the middle of the year. And so it's kind of like, you know, what do they call it? Hump Wednesday?
Hump day.
Hump day?
Hump day.
Like Wednesday's the middle?
Yep.
That's what June is. So why not, like, especially over the last, like, year and a bit that we've had, why not, like, set some goals and get some stuff going?
All right.
That's what I'm going to keep telling myself. And when I'm down and out, I'm just going to be like, no, it's goal month. We got to do this. In the words of Tyler, our grandson. He was up a while back and we brought him over to go see something. And I said, hey, buddy, do you want to go? What was it? It was where we could build the new house. And I was like, hey, buddy, do you want to go see where Grandma Papa's new house might be? And he goes, yeah, let's do this. And so that is what I'm doing.
So Bomber Steve says, we are knackered. 5 days of moving and cleaning, and we're in the new house. We have no hot water. Long story. But we are loving the new house.
Oh, that's awesome.
Congratulations, guys.
That is awesome. The hot water will come.
Yeah.
It will. It's just not there yet.
We didn't have any hot water when we moved into this place either.
Mm-mm.
Or power.
Nope. And we slept on floor mats.
Or heat.
No, we had a kerosene.
We had a kerosene
heater.
That's true.
We still have that, don't we?
Yes.
Somewheres?
Yep, it's in the shed.
In the shed. It's doing good there?
It's, yes, it's amazing there.
That's awesome. All right. I don't really want to eat on camera much anymore.
Fair enough, fair enough. Tabitha says, hey.
Hey, Tabitha.
Welcome to Monday Night Live. Okay. So,
you know, there's a few people here, so now we can go ahead.
What are some of your goals this month? Mine are general. They're very generic.
You're going to copy off me, aren't you?
No, mine are very generic. It's all health related. Because I just got I just saw my surgeon, and I've got a bill of health of 5 pounds restriction and no overhead repetitive movements. So, yeah. I can take money at a counter now.
No.
Oh.
If you're in England, 5 pounds.
Oh, I see what you did there. Nice, nicely done.
Nicely done.
Yeah. So my goals are going to be all on trying to get my range of motion in.
Yep. Stretches
and
exercise. That's I said it in the last video where that I posted on Thursday. I said that the physical therapist sent you away doing exercises, but your surgeon was like, wait, they didn't give you stretches? And so now you have to do both. And thankfully, your surgeon emailed you a bunch of stretches, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So your goals are health related for your shoulder. Is that the only goals that you have?
Other than I've got a goal to fix up that, get your garden in by June 14th. That's my deadline.
That's your deadline?
Yeah.
Because on the 15th is when I'm going to plant some stuff.
That's it.
Um,
And probably redo the chicken and goat barn.
with one arm.
And well, you're gonna be my second arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is very possible to do it. It's just you. The reason that I said that was because he's very clumsy when it comes to how do I say this? He's very like he doesn't remember that he has an injured shoulder. That's the best way. And so like if he needs to grab something or you know what I mean, he goes to put his arm out.
Yeah, it's
And
just
so
reaction.
it's reaction. And so that's what I meant by that because yes. But anyways. Yes, go back and then I'll go over my goals.
Okay.
So hopefully the hot water today or tomorrow. Wood heater is working and it's awesome. We have beds, power, heat, no neighbors within 1,000 feet, so hot water is a minor issue. Yes.
It makes a difference.
It does. And then hopefully you have good neighbors like we do within that 1,000 feet.
Right?
Yes. Firefly Farm, hi, you from New York. Hello, how are you? Welcome to
Monday Night Live. And CJM is back in the house after a brief hiatus due to technical difficulties.
Yes, his computer went on him. So, yeah. So now he's back because he has a computer.
I'm Bummer Steve. Walking is good for a bad back. Do your physio and stretches and walk, walk, walk.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. And we do a lot of walking around here because there's not, I mean, it's the farm. There's always something to do. So we're always out.
But now for me, we make a great pair. I have a really bad something or other going on with my left hip, which is funny because I always had problems with my right, and now my left is a pain that I've never experienced before. And I called my doctor, and I can't remember. I'd have to look at my email. There's this muscle that starts with a P in there, and so over the phone, I got diagnosed with something that starts with a P syndrome. And he wants me to go to physical therapy, but we don't have coverage. So I'm just doing stretches at home, but it is the worst pain I think I've felt in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I really noticed it today when I was picking some of the dog food and stuff up. Normally I'd whip that dog food over my shoulder and I was just so not even thinking. I was so cautious of it. So I'm going to take it easy for a little bit, but still work hard. and it's the nickname for this is like I think this is where pain in the butt came from because it's like hip but it's also in the tushy area, so
fair enough.
But
Mud Broker's in the house.
Hey Mud Broker.
Got the garden planted today.
Nice.
Congratulations.
We still have to wait a couple more weeks.
Yep.
But all our plants, which we still have to bring in.
Yeah, because we had a big frost last year in June, didn't we?
June 14th, we had a hard frost and it killed all our plums.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I hope it doesn't
The apples,
do that again.
We don't have producing apple trees on our property yet that we know of. But I know other apple trees in the area, they made it. So we had apples last year from neighbors and stuff, but yeah.
Yes, because that wonderful old gentleman down the road, he gave us all those apples.
Oh yes, and
that was nice.
I made a lot with it.
Yep, you made apple sauce. We had apple juice.
Apple pie filling, that was the best.
Oh, that was so good. Mm-hmm. I want apple pie now.
So sorry.
Hey, Autumn's in the house. Hey, congratulations on your new job again. And I hope you're enjoying it.
That was so
I don't care. I just
A month ago?
yes, I know. Well, I got in the habit too because, like, Andrea's got a new job now and all that stuff too. So, CGM, thank you very much. I'm back and ready to bug everybody again.
Not a bug.
Austin, hey Austin, thanks for coming out to Monday Night Live. Chrissy does gardening and stuff. Says hello.
Hello. Oh no. I just read Hidden Blessings.
Yes.
So we have a lot too. Actually, I did notice them on the plum tree when we went down there to go look for our turkey, who is still missing. Which I haven't done that video yet, so you guys don't know about that. We have a missing turkey, and I think she's still alive because
she went away for a day or two and came back, and then
Oh.
she's just been gone after
for
that.
a couple of days. So
Yeah.
hopefully she's just nesting or something, but I think she's gone. But that's okay. But we were going into that because we have a bunch of those gypsy moths on or the caterpillars on our pear tree or plum tree. So we need to go down into the holler and go and fix that
Yes.
and get them off somehow or another. Shake them into a bag or put a whole bunch of diatomaceous earth all over the tree. I don't know.
Well,
But
they got some BTK today, so hopefully that helps because it's a spray or something for them.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Turkey is gone. Turk is gone. So she had gone. She started roosting out at night.
Yeah, I'd go
4 weeks ago.
Well, we put our chickens and everybody to bed because they'll put themselves to bed at night. So we just go out and shut them in to make sure everything's secure and that they're safe. And I noticed that Turkey wasn't in the coop, so Turk had been starting to nest outside the coop. But you know, it is what it is.
Well,
Maybe
she
she'll-
started nesting, but then she came back.
Yeah.
So she would come back in the morning. She'd waddle up the path, and she'd come and she would eat breakfast with the chickens. And then now
I don't know.
Mike came in actually. I think it was what's today, Tuesday. So I think it was around last Tuesday or Wednesday. He's like, "Do you want the good news or the bad news?" And I'm like, "Oh, just tell me." He goes, "I think Turk's dead." And I said, "Why?" And so he said, "Because she's not coming back. Like she's not here for breakfast." And so I was like, well, give her time." And then later that day, she came back in the afternoon.
Yep.
So, and then she did that a couple times, but she hasn't been back at all that we've seen in 3 days.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. So I mean, like you said, hopefully she found a mate and she's off with a Tom.
That's what I'm gonna. She found her knight in shining Tom, and they're off. And she's gonna come back with a bunch of turkey babies one day and say, "Look, Mom."
Thor Haven's in the house.
Hey, Thor.
Welcome to Monday Night Live.
Yes.
So if you didn't know, this month is our goal month.
June.
So
it's
June is good. Yeah.
June is goal month. We're still May 31st.
Oh, yes. So June is goal month. We're setting a bunch of goals to, hopefully hit. If not, we'll just be depressed in, July. So
no. If we don't hit them, we'll be that much further ahead.
I know.
Because we hustled. But don't play that game with
yin
me.
to your yang.
What?
The yin to your yang. You're the positive, so. Yeah, so
if I could go back.
Yeah, you do it all over again.
Twice.
I'm setting goals for my shoulder, trying to get it back in some fighting shape because so far I'm regulated to 5 pounds and no overhead, which is very, very limited.
Overhead.
Yeah, very, very limiting. But we'll make do. We're working around it, and we also have some goals for the property, trying to fix it up because we're gonna act like it's not gonna sell, just in case.
I don't think it's gonna sell.
Well,
there's new rules coming in for first-time home buyers on June 1st. And you know what? I'm gonna give up the fact that it's gonna sell. It's gonna stay posted for sale. But I don't know. I just
if it's meant to be, it'll be.
I don't think it will, which I've come to terms with. It doesn't even bother me at all because I'm like, again, if it did sell, if we got an offer tonight that was what we wanted, I'd be gone. I would totally sell and be like, okay, we're doing this. I just have this feeling that it's not going to.
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see.
And if it doesn't, that's okay. Because now it's funny. Because now I'm like, now that we've been here, this is going into our third summer. All the stuff that I've seen that we've done, I don't want to move. But at the same time, I'd be really silly not to.
I get it.
Because I know we're getting older. We're not 20 by far anymore. And so we would be able to afford some of the tools of the trade that we would need to continue this kind of lifestyle. Because right now it's all done by hand and we can't keep that up. We've had help from some neighbors, which is wonderful, but I don't want to keep getting help. I do.
You can only be helped for so long.
Right.
You have to be able to get up and stand on your own.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
100%. But at the same, I also said we should get something that other neighbors have, so that like one neighbor has a tractor, the other has this tool. We should get something that nobody else has, so that we could all kind of go off each other.
Right.
Right. But
we get the backhoe.
Yeah, we could if we sold the place. But my goals, if you guys didn't watch the last video, I still have sunglasses on, that I put out, my goals all have to do with the number 15. And I don't know where I came up with that, other than that's just what I came up with. So I want to try and lose 15 pounds healthily. I don't expect to lose that like every month going forward. I just know initially you tend to drop, like I drop weight quick initially when I change my habits. I want to reach 1,500 subs in June. On the 15th, there's a giveaway. If you haven't watched our last video, you'll want to go watch that and go see what the details are. What else? Oh, my goal, fingers crossed, would be, because now I explained this a little bit in the video that I just was talking about, the last one. Now that we've come this far, I want to try to get monetized, because I love doing this and I would love to do it more full time. It will never be purposely just about making money. It's always in the intention of this channel is for my grandchildren, all of them, future and ones that are here, to see where their grandparents were and to see how far they came and to see the beginnings of new makers. So that will always be the intention of this channel. However, if I could make money at it, I would love to. And
of course, we all would.
Right. And so that's what my goal for June is to try to get monetized. And so we've hit the requirements for subscribers. And now we need watch hours. So we need about 1,500.
So if you
just
can,
shy of that,
throw those playlists on, repeat, and walk away, go to work, and come back home.
That's you're funny. I mean,
it would be awesome. We would love you eternally for doing stuff like that. We're always looking for
I know that we
family
can't
to help out, right?
No,
this is our family.
Well, yes, I'm not saying that, but we just said we don't want. There's
I
only
know,
so long.
I know.
Anyways, it's not going to be the intention. It's not going to be the goal. Well, yes, it is for June, but the whole thing behind it isn't just for that. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm blushing now. I'm red in the face. Because
okay, so we'll go back and do.
There's lots
of
comments.
There's lots of comments.
Okay. Sorry. I'm all like, okay, I feel like a schoolgirl. Woo!
Mudbroker says, I have an old can of DDT around here somewhere. That'll take care of them bugs.
Oh.
My uncle used to make his own, like, pure DEET or whatever when he was in his lab. My uncle's a chemist.
Uncle Tim?
Uncle Tim did, yeah. And he'd show up at the cabin with this bottle, and he'd be like, this is the good stuff! And you put it on, and you're just like, I wonder how many eyes I'm going to grow from this one. The turkeys be a turkey, lol. So that was Crucy does gardening.
Yes, the turkey's gone and being a turkey.
Hidden blessings. Maybe she's found a man.
That's what we thought.
Hopefully she's on to a better.
We were driving down that main road the other day. Remember, I looked. There was a turkey, and I'm like, "Is that Turk?" No, it has. No, it wasn't Turk. I know.
Turk's big.
Turk is big compared to the turkeys that are out there around here.
Oh, this is a good one. The Mud Broker says nicotine is a natural insecticide. You can make a tobacco tea. I forget the exact recipe, and spray your plum trees.
I like that. Would neem oil work for that? Because I have neem oil.
Hidden blessings throughout. Play those playlists over and over.
Thank you, guys.
Let's see here. Haven, Mike, at least you can list 5 pounds below the shoulders.
Oh boy.
Thank God I hit my limit. Good tip. Crucial does gardening and stuff. The home buying regulations are getting a bit more strict and tough in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As of June 1st, I think that's going to change for first-time home buyers. That's why.
It's always something.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get those watch hours up for Mike and Angie. Hidden blessings. Thorhaven, Ange, the bread is cooling, but it might be gone before I get it in the mail.
I'll still take it. Bread I don't have to make. Just do express shipping. We'll be good. Okay.
Thorhaven says, "Hey guys, ask for help. Profit is not a dirty word." Fair enough.
It's hard to say though. Profit. No, I profit.
But we're the, you know what, I've figured out a long time ago that I could never be rich. I just could never be rich.
I'd give it all away.
We always want to give to friends, family, whoever shows up. We're always trying to help people out. And so I'm
a horrible business person.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, even when people will come for eggs, I'm like, just take them. It's okay. Don't, like, how much do we owe you? Don't worry about it. Just take them.
Yeah.
They will like drop money and run sometimes. It's funny.
CGM, the new computer. I will definitely watch some videos in the background while I'm doing some gardening upstairs. Your gardening is coming along great.
Yes.
Oh,
I don't. Did he send you a picture today?
Yes.
Yes, he sent me one too. And I can't wait to see. Shh, quiet.
Hidden Blessings says, there is nothing wrong with trying to make an income, especially when you could use it. And today's day and age, with inflation and everything going up, and yeah, we could all use a good income. Thorhaven says, that's cool about the tobacco. We're growing some this year. Growing tobacco?
I've heard actually quite a few people this year are growing tobacco.
Really?
It's really good medicinally if you're not using it. Like, when you think of cigarettes, it has so much.
They add all those chemicals to them, yeah.
Yes. So automatically a lot of people think tobacco is just, not good. But it's really good medicinally.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yep.
CGA says, sometimes stuff happens for reasons. Keep your heads up. If you keep the place, we're definitely doing the solar thing. Nice.
I still say you guys come by the place. I say it.
We get to pick our neighbors. That'd be awesome. Yep. So there's definitely some goals being set for this month, and of course, like, I'm constantly trying to bring the place up to par. Well, not up to par, but constantly improving. That's the goal.
Our property, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think. I wrote down. Oh, this is one cool thing. If this is all that anybody implements, if you want to start setting goals for yourself, this is the one that I found really, really helps me. So you have your monthly goals where you want to hit your 1,500 subs, or you want to hit your hours, or save a certain amount of money. Whatever your goal is, you have monthly goals, but you have all the baby steps that helps you get there. So having a path to get there. Excuse me. I had some pop tonight and I can feel it. It's the last night before we start eating better. so you set all these like micro goals to help you get there. And so what I'm also doing is starting these 15-minute goals. So I've created a playlist that is music that I enjoy that's 15 minutes long. And so I will give myself 15 minutes to do a task. So, okay, and you have 15 minutes to go and, do the dishes, or you have 15 minutes to go and respond to all your comments on YouTube or whatever social media platform. And when you give yourself that 15 minutes, you accomplish so much more because you're like, okay, that's it. I got to sit down and just do nothing but comments. And, and you get them all done in 15 minutes and whatever your task is. And so that's the main one that I'm working on this month is I got this playlist going and I'm giving myself, the for dishes, for cleaning. Every day I want to do a micro clean and I have 15 minutes to get all the stuff that I want to get done. And I did it today as kind of a trial, just as, and I'm like, I think I'll need to create a couple different playlists.
So it's not the same
So it's
ones
not
over
the
and
same
over?
songs over and over and over again.
Right.
And it you are way more productive by doing that. And so you should see the list I got accomplished today. And I went to town. And I did a bunch of shopping.
Yes, you did.
Yes. And I got a lot accomplished to prepare for the start of tomorrow. Yes.
All right. Where is it? That's the cool thing about tobacco. We're growing some this year. Sometimes that happens. Yep. CJM, would love for that to happen. First thing, I got to get married. Well, get on it, son.
They are.
I know. But I'm teasing.
More. Hello.
Hey, welcome to Monday Night Live.
If you don't mind saying, is that your real name? Or is that just your like YouTube name?
Thorhaven says 15 minutes a day, every day can make you an expert.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
I was definitely an expert in smoking when I was a smoker. I had a bunch of 15-minute breaks every time.
Yes, that's more.
Yes.
I got a song stuck in my head today.
Oh, did you?
I totally did. I can't get it out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
I see a red door and I want it painted black. No?
Oh, I think I know it. Don't
No colors anymore. I'm sorry.
I think I need to. Yeah. I think if you know what's good for you, you should.
Hey, we support you either way, buddy.
No.
Yeah.
Well,
bro code. You gotta go this way. It's the law.
I'm not a bro.
I know. That's why you didn't go this way.
No. She will whoop your tushy.
Probably.
Yeah.
I know. It's still the law. That's in the rule book.
Call me Sam, Esmore says. Okay. Going forward, that's what we'll call you.
Sam it is. Welcome to Monday Night Live, Sam.
It's my tour of duty theme song.
Oh my gosh. That's why it was stuck in my head. I had a buddy telling me today about Tour of Duty, which was like mid 80s to the 90s, and I've never seen it. And so he had to show it to me, and I'm like, how did I miss this show? And I figured it out. I didn't have access to the TV at the time because my mom was watching Miami Vice.
Miami Vice, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I remember that show. My parents used to watch Dallas.
Mm.
And they still, to this day, I think, watch Coronation Street.
All right. CGM says, like I ran out of the apple. We have to make apple pie if it helps.
Mhm.
Apple pie always helps. It's so good. I am woman. Hear me roar.
Who says that?
Sam.
Ah. Awesome.
Raven, what? Between that and Airwolf? Now, Airwolf, I did watch. I was able to watch Airwolf, but I don't know why. I don't know how that one missed me. I don't know. And so that's all I can see now is the opening credits and that song going on. That was wicked cool looking. Wow, how did I not see that? I'm gonna have to binge watch it and then just come out of the bedroom in the next 3 months or so. It's all scruffy. Oh, that was so awesome. That's gonna be my life now.
Like I'd let you do that. Let's be real.
Percy does gardening and stuff. I see that you have cast iron pans hanging on your wall. I've heard that a lot of people like American pans versus Asian. Does it make a difference to you guys?
I'm not an expert at all in that, so I don't know.
I don't know. When we moved up here, I started learning how to use cast iron, and I definitely do like cooking with them better. But it was an adjustment because once they heat up, you have to you can't get them too hot because they can heat up real quick after they hit temperature. So it was a little bit of an adjustment for
especially
me.
cooking over the fire.
Yes, because it's not as easy to regulate. But I definitely like it better, and it's easier to clean them. They're amazing. They're really amazing. Now, Mud Broker has a lot of information about. Okay. Cast iron pans, so you can always hit him up and ask him questions on it. I'm sure he'd love to answer those.
Yes. Oh, I don't know. Are you still in the house, Mud Broker?
He was a minute or a little bit ago.
I know. That's why I was just wondering if he was still here because I literally put he's doing a live tomorrow night at it's 6:30 Central Time, but it's 7:30 Eastern Time. And I told him that I put his video as a reminder on the calendar. And so grab the calendar.
Okay. I am prop man.
So I showed this off in the last video, but this is what I still got to put my goals on it because I've been writing them out on paper. But look, right there, you have to come closer. It says mud video 7:30. So if you guys haven't already subscribed to the Mud Broker, very, very awesome channel. So go check him out. And I will be there tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Central.
I find it amusing that tonight the Leafs are playing in the playoffs. And guess who gives the update?
My mom. American. She says American pans are much better quality.
Yeah. All right. Wow. She was quick with that too. Look at her being up on that. Way to go, mama. CGM says Dutch oven cook-off is about to start. I think we should make a collaboration.
Yes.
Oh wow, that went fast. She does gardening and stuff. Depends on the quality of the pan. Some Asian pans are horrid. Some are perfectly good. Okay. I suppose that makes sense because not every company is going to make them the same.
So what if they're unmarked? That's what. So I have a couple of them that don't have any markings. So how would you tell? I know some of them it'll say made in China. I think I have one over there. Leafs down 2-0. Of course, I never I never ever get conceited with sports in a sense unless I know we're gonna win. Like I remember when we will together, but I never put it out there. Like he likes Detroit Red Wings and I like Toronto Maple Leafs. And so there's this in-house rivalry going on. Well, my best friend Jessica posted on her Facebook She's all decked out in Habs in Montreal gear. And so Toronto and Montreal are playing the final of 7 games tonight. And we were up at one point 3-1. But as per usual, Toronto just couldn't take the last one. And so, anyways, I got onto her Facebook and she was wearing these big sunglasses. So I was like, oh, you look so beautiful, but you might want to keep those sunglasses on, for the tears later tonight. And so now we're down 2-0. I jinxed us, and I'm sorry, guys.
No, you should just never bet on them. Like, the Leafs are just
no, look,
that.
Blue and white all the way. Okay?
Yeah, sure. You know what? They can get close, but then they're just like,
that's very.
Oh, no.
That's very true.
No. Since like what, the 50s, the 30s, I don't know, somewhere back there.
Only one can win. So someone's got to lose.
In my defense,
I just hope Montreal does.
Now, Detroit's my hometown team, but I grew up in their dynasty era. So through the 90s, they won like, I don't know how many Stanley Cups they had, like Yzerman, Fedorov.
Oh, do you still have the autograph, Yzerman?
Yes, I do.
Yeah? That was a birthday present. It was the big wall poster.
Yes.
Autographed.
Oh, anyways, okay, back in here. You'll see how your able scrubber pan works. That's how I'm pronouncing that. Non.
Wait, hold on. Where was that? Abel Skyver? Did I say that right?
I don't know.
Abel Skyver? It sounds almost German.
Abel Skyver. That's kind of more. Yeah, that wasn't German. That was more like I don't know. The Toronto Maple Leafs stink quality. Yes, they could never make it. First round of playoffs. It just was Boston.
Don't read.
Kick the mistress.
That is what he's doing on his live tomorrow. He's using that pan on his live. That's what he means by that. That's why I was like, slow down. You just read through that comment like you listened to my conversation when I'm talking. See?
Figured you were like
no. Defensive. I wasn't getting defensive.
You want those big glasses? You should get
Hey, it's not over. It's not over. I personally really don't care.
Thorhaven, I love my Dutch oven. Oh, I miss it. I push the buttons for doing sourdough. Ooh.
Yes, I make my bread in a Dutch oven.
Yeah?
Sometimes, yeah. Huh. Yep. It's good. It's nice and crusty, but moist on the inside.
Nice. Let's see here. I had to leave the room. Crying was getting to me.
Who said that?
Jane. Sam says, I think Canada should have a homestead conference like the States. Ooh. Maybe that's something we should put together.
What?
A homestead conference.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. We should totally do that. Once everything like opens up again, we got to do that. The homestead conference.
Yeah, like there's one in the States.
Good idea.
I really want to go to the one in the States.
Yeah?
Got to get in the States first, though.
Well, yeah, it's got to. Most of them are opening up soon, though.
Actually, I heard that the state's border is opening up on the 22nd of June.
That's right.
Fingers crossed, because we are going to try our hardest and our best. He's going to go regardless. I don't know how I'm going to be able to go.
We'll figure it out.
I got to stop eating. But there's a wedding going on, and so we want to be able to attend that wedding.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's an important tante. Oh. Let's see. Crucida's Garden. Montreal all the way.
Oh, no, Cruci. No. You're still welcome here.
We still love you.
Yeah. I'm just teasing. I really don't.
But I'm just saying.
I mean, there's a little bit of like the rivalry just because like growing up, okay, so when we lived in Michigan, my son is a diehard Toronto Maple Leafs fan. And so when he lived there, there was a man across the street who had a Red Wings room. And every single time the Wings scored, he had a light that would go off in the room. And so Paul already had a love for hockey. And long story short, he was like, Mom, I know we live in Michigan, and I know Dad likes the Toronto or Detroit Red Wings. No. Nobody, we have awesome guard dogs. Nobody's here. And no. And anyway, so he goes, I know Dad likes the Red Wings. But I want a Toronto Maple Leaf room in Michigan. And so we let him do that. But then he said, but I want to like bond with Dad. And he put burgundy in his colors for the Detroit Red Wings. But it was a very minute color, and it was mainly blue and white.
That being said, who was in there painting that room?
You were.
That's right.
Uh-huh. And who got a comforter that wasn't Toronto Maple Leafs, but it was blue white with a burgundy stripe. Oh yeah, that was me. That was this awesome white.
All right, Thorhaven. More. Some of those meetups would be awesome up here.
Yeah.
Yep, we got to totally do
and you know what's kind of funny? We're kind of like where we are, even Hickory Croft Farm, we're kind of in the middle of everybody.
Ooh, we because cut this, we could have like a whole big
camp out. That'd be kind of awesome. But we even Hickory Croft, where they are, they're in the middle too, even though they're like an hour and a half from us, 2 hours. But we're kind of in the middle of everybody, so that would be kind of cool.
We'll figure it out. We'll get together. We'll form a committee.
I don't know what kind of committee it'll be, but
it'd be the committee. No. I'm actually trying to start out. That's what the HOC is for.
Yes.
Homesteaders of Canada, but we have to wait. Canada's lockdown. Yes. Mm-hmm. I think Jeremy and I were already talking about that before. About trying to really ramp that up for us for the Homesteaders of Canada, right? Really get that going. Mm-hmm. Mom said it's Dad's fault.
Is he crying in the living room? Is that why you left the room?
Probably. Thorhaven says Quebec Nordiques. Did I just date myself?
Sorry, what?
Quebec Nordiques.
Oh.
It was a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, it's okay, little buddy. We still love you. I'm horrible.
Hold on. Horrible. Who was it? Oh, who do I have? Oh, I think it was baseball. It wasn't hockey. Who was the baseball team from Montreal? I know it. I
have no idea. I could tell you the American League and the National League, but I don't remember.
I think it was
Montreal. I don't remember the Montreal.
They're no longer.
Okay.
But
well, maybe somebody knows. Then can post it up here. But we got to get through the comments to get to that point.
Let's go.
S. Moore is interested in hearing more of the HOC. Maybe we can put a tag up to that, or
Jeremy, if you can get a link to the HOC on Facebook and post it here, and anybody that wants to join can join up.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Mom says it was Swedish. That was the accent I used. I was trying to go for German. I hit Swedish.
Are we that far behind?
Yes, we are. That's why I was trying to push that along. CGM says this is a group on Facebook. It's called Homesteaders of Canada. He's probably already got the link up. We already said that too, though.
I've had sugar. Now I'm the one that's all like,
nah. Austin Storms. Canada open up? Nah. They better. They know it's good for them.
We can leave. I don't know if we can come back, though.
Thorhaven Farm says we would attend and support any meetup conference. Yes! I love this group. More, we need a West Coast, East Coast conference so everyone has a better chance to go. That is a good point. That is a good point. I didn't think of that. So we'll have
There's a lot of channels like that I know of. I know throughout the provinces, but there's a lot that I know of in Vancouver and here even. But for Ontario, we would kind of be the center-ish point.
As far as we know, yeah. Hey, we'll figure that out. But we'll have to we'll have to try and find somebody on both coasts that wants to head up their chapter of the
Did we just
HLC.
did we just start a
We just
homesteader
did
gang?
that. It's a chapter thing now. I love it. A greens, awesome. Okay. TJM
Autumn
says, I hate Facebook.
Autumn said Earl. Yes, Earl.
Yes, Earl. I wonder if he's still around. Last time we were down,
think
we
so.
stopped in and we saw him.
Yeah, that was like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. Jesus,
So,
it's been that long.
Yeah, the street that we used to live on in Michigan. You know when you watch a movie and you see someone go back to their childhood home and they're all like nostalgic, and I don't really have that for any house my entire life except for Michigan in on the street that we lived on. And so we go back to Michigan, or we did, pre this. But we went back a few times a year. And so about 4 or 5 years ago, we went to go visit our old neighbors, and they were the same. And I missed them.
I love. Well, we went back home for a funeral,
That time, yeah.
and when I stopped in, now Earl is a master carpenter.
Hmm.
I think he was in his 70s.
Now?
No, when we stopped in to see him, 65, 70, somewhere in
I
there.
would say 65, 70,
Um, and grumpy old guy, I love him to bits.
yeah.
And I showed up on his doorstep, and his wife comes out. She's talking to us, and she starts calling to him. He comes out, and he's like, comes out like the grumpy old guy. You let him know we don't want to buy any. And I was like, well, I didn't want to sell it to you anyway because I was in a suit. He'd never seen me in a suit. Oh God,
No.
that was funny. He just
Yeah.
kind of said, Mike, hey, that was awesome. Miss
Yeah,
that
it
old dude.
was. And even when I went to go knock on Judy's door, um, she was like not gonna answer. But then I started calling her name, and she's like, "Oh, okay, this person knows me." And so she came to the door and she looked at me for like, I don't know, a minute, 30 seconds, a minute, and then she's like, oh, "Angie? Oh, we have to go get Earl." And so it was just really cool. We had all the neighbors, the house I could care less about, but
Hmm.
just the feeling that time in our lives brings back a ton of memories. The goats are. Did you feed the goats?
I did feed the goats.
Okay.
I just haven't locked them down for the night.
Oh.
Chrissy does gardening and stuff. I'm from the Montreal area. That's why I'm going from Montreal. You know what? You don't have to say sorry for
Don't
that.
say sorry.
Rooting for the home team is always a rule.
See, my bestie, she lives in Oshawa, and she's rooting for Montreal.
Yep. There you go. But you know,
That's why I can tease her.
we're not above teasing our friends.
Mm-mm.
CJM says, I want to be part of this little itty bitty committee. It's my buddy. Jane, yep. Hidden Blessings Home said, night all on beat. Good night. I'm sorry if I missed you.
We
But
probably
yeah,
missed
we
her.
probably missed him. Chrissy, Montreal Expos.
Expos, yes.
The Expos. I do remember Montreal Expos.
Okay, so why am I cheering for Montreal Expos?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I remember them. I remember them when I was little. I don't know why.
We're not going to repeat that. The Mud Brokers Expos, Jane's Expos.
Oh, even the Mud Broker knows.
Yep. CJM, have a good night. Hidden Blessings. Let's see. There's the Facebook group. Go join up. Hit Homesteaders of Canada. Let's group together. We got this. We're going to start our chapters up. I think we hit the comments. We did. It's a 4-day.
That was a speed round.
I know. Alex Trebek would be happy. It's a 4-day drive from west to Ontario.
Probably from east to west in
Wow.
Ontario.
4-day drive.
Or maybe
from the west coast
no,
to
not
Ontario.
Ontario. It wouldn't take that long to drive Ontario. So maybe the west coast to the east coast, 4-day drive. I know it took 3 days for my friend's son to get to Alberta from here.
Depending on traffic, it take me 2 days to get from Toronto to here.
What?
401.
No,
This is horrible.
Yeah. No,
I
it
hate
take 2
401.
days. It'll take 3 hours.
Okay.
I told you a million times not to exaggerate.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so 14 hours from Detroit border all the way up to Bancroft.
No.
No way. I can make it down to
No, it
Detroit.
took you 8
It's
hours
45.
to get
It'd be
to.
9 hours. I can make it down in about 9 hours because it took me 8 hours to get from here to Sarnia.
Yeah, so it'll be
Yeah.
8 to 9 because if Detroit and Sarnia are the same distance. It's just you go one way or another.
No.
Excuse me?
No. It's 45 minutes south of
Oh,
Sarnia.
I'm just kidding.
Chrissy does gardening stuff. CGM Farms. It's been a while since Toronto got a Stanley Cup. It would be nice for them to get one soon. It would be, and I would totally
Is that a
root for them.
fact or a rub?
I would totally root for them. I've already given my word to this. If they ever got close enough to the Stanley Cup,
No, if your team wasn't in it, you'd root for Toronto. That was the promise. And
yes,
vice versa.
yes.
Is Detroit in it, or do you know?
I have no clue. Like we don't even we could watch Netflix.
Keep up to date. I just got to go to Facebook and look at everybody's status to see. I have one person on my Facebook other than our son. I have one person on my Facebook that's like a lot of updates. A lot of updates when it comes to the Toronto games. I love it because I don't need to watch it.
Esmore says it's at 4 days from the west coast of Canada if you drive like an a-hole.
Okay.
Like I did when I was 20, and now I drive like an old man.
Yes. I remember when you first came up to meet me, you got here quick. You've never done that speed again.
That you know of. Montreal already won the most Stanley Cups versus all the other teams with 24 Stanley Cups.
Aw, Montreal.
Okay.
All right.
James. Night, guys.
I'll
We'll
give you
talk
that.
soon. Love you both. Good night, Mama. Have a good night.
Good night, Mama.
Thanks for dropping by. CJM. Yeah, I drive like an old man too now. The cops are everywhere.
Now we
It's
care
true.
about. Well, I actually have I ever gotten a speeding ticket? Speeding? Yes, I did get one speeding ticket. It was like 20 over. Remember in Forest, Ontario, I was scared. I was like, shaking.
I remember that.
I get so nervous, Nelly, with that stuff. I probably wouldn't now, but I used to for sure.
Now, Autumn, thanks for writing me out, by the way.
Autumn, we need to have a talk.
But that time was something special because it was a 75 and I was doing 90. But the cop was super mad because I had just got brand new snow tires on that car. And he didn't have snow tires on his car. And he was all over the road trying to catch me. So when he caught me, he was mad.
But you weren't doing just 15 over.
No, I was.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
No, you weren't. The ticket was not for that. But I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, I recall different.
You do recall different because it was not a cheap ticket. I recall
the dude wanted cash on the spot, and I thought that was pretty sketchy.
No, it's because you were out of country.
I understand that now. But I was like, I'm not giving you cash.
Yeah.
What is this? A shakedown?
But what did they make you do instead? Do you remember?
Yeah, I had to give my license up.
Mm-hmm. He had to leave his license in Michigan, his Ontario license in Michigan. And then when we had the money, because it wasn't cheap, to pay for it, we paid for it and they mailed us the license back. So just in case anybody wants to know, that's what happens if you, in some cases, because they can do worse. But maybe, I don't know, maybe he knew you were an American citizen.
I don't think he knew anything. He was just mad at me. I didn't mean it. I didn't even know I was going that fast, really. I was listening to some tunes and, cranking it up with the girls and just having a good time. And
his daughters.
Yeah. My daughters, yeah.
Not a whole bunch of ladies.
The girls. You got a car full of girls. Oh, anyway. Honey Badgers Homestead.
Hey, Honey Badgers.
Hey, welcome to Monday Night Live. It's the doggy edition.
It's the goal setting.
Yes,
edition.
Goal settings. So we've had all these goals that Angie made, and I made. I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
I'm horrible. Oh man, I was going to sleep and saw that you were live.
Hey, Marilyn.
Aw, thank you for showing up, though.
Yes. Thank you, thank you.
We hope you a very cuddly night.
Her eyes look like for a second they were bugging out of her head. So our goals start tomorrow. Let's be honest, it's mainly my goals. I asked Mike, I'm like, I want you to think of a goal for June, just not something for us, something that you want to do. I'm like, and let me know when you get home. Then I asked him. He's like, no, he didn't think about it. So
Some days my goals are
we're
putting
just
one
making
foot in
it
front of
through
the
the
other.
day.
my goals is making it to dinner. Some days
Some
are like
days,
that.
right?
All right,
Chrissy says, I think Toronto is right after Montreal for most Stanley Cups with 13, which is still good. There is that a fact or a burn? I'll let it go.
I see what you did there.
I really personally don't like. I do like the vibe it gives in our house, especially when my son's here. He's just
We have a good time with it. We
yeah,
really do.
we do. We joke.
Let's see. S more. I think your goal setting is fantastic. I've been trying to do the same. And that's the
Woo!
goal. That's the key.
So what goal, Sam, are you setting for yourself? Doesn't have to be for June, but what's a goal if you want to share, obviously, that you want to accomplish?
Hmm.
This was when I worked at the college. I was very blessed to work where I did, and so I had a wonderful human being that I worked with who was a wellness coach, and we focused a lot on goal setting because she started a peer coaching program, and so I would help students um, set their goals and accomplish them and realize some of the time that they didn't think they were wasting. I constantly would hear, I don't have time for this. I don't have time for this. And then we would do like a time audit, and there would be gaps of hours that they had that they didn't realize that they had. And it really set, I guess it put something forward for them that okay, maybe I do have that extra hour a day. Maybe I do have that extra half an hour where I can, focus on something that they wanted to grow. And the transformations that I saw were amazing. But sometimes you forget to do it for yourself. And so that's why I'm kind of kicking my hiney in gear and doing it because I need that positivity. I need that win. I just do. I need to, yeah, I just do.
Everybody needs a win sometimes,
Yes.
especially the Leafs.
I don't know if you guys heard Mike. He just said, we all need a win sometimes, especially those Leafs. um, did we read? No, Marilyn said, I am at video 155 out of 173 of binge watching. How much hour of video you have total? Thank you first and foremost. Thank you very, very much. Like, that is very, very heartwarming. We were at almost 2,600 watch hours. So now we're losing hours because you lose them after 12 months. So I've calculated from now until the end of June, I think we were going to lose close to 100 watch hours. You need 4,000 in total. So we need that's why I set a goal of 1,500, which is very far-fetched, but I'm still going to put it out into the universe and work hard to try to get it. So we need I'm going to say on average about 1,500. I'm not trying to give any oh no, Chris. I was just kidding. Hockey is we don't care, but we have a little rivalry going on, so we get a little jokative about it. You aren't causing any problems at all, I promise.
Can't cause any problems with us.
No. Some days goal is getting out of bed efficiently. Yes. That's me lately too. My goals changed horribly. I lost my entire breeding flock of chickens to disease. Oh, now I have to start over completely. Devastating financially and emotionally. I bet that is 100%. Um, was it just recently that that happened? Tomorrow and tonight it will be running. Thank you, guys. You guys are all too good to us. We know that we can't do it without you. And so, like, there's another question that I have for you guys. If there's anything that you want to see, leave a comment here, or anywhere. And if there's anything that you want to see from us, or if you have any questions that you want us to do a video on, I'm more than happy to do that. I just had something else that I was going to say. Now I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know. There's that sometimers again. Oh, for people that are just popping in now, if you didn't watch the last video, go back and watch that video, because that one has a giveaway in it. And I would love, you don't have to be a subscriber, but I would love for one of my subscribers to win that. Because I'm gonna do, yeah, I'll be coming on live June 15th to do a draw. So yes, Toronto and Montreal. That's good. Both Canadian teams too.
They are. They are.
Yeah.
I'm fully aware of that. I know that Detroit. I have to look it up again. I've never really been a diehard uh, sports fan in any sense of the term. I always loved playing. I never really cared for watching.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of nostalgia to it for me because, like, I grew up sitting on my grandfather's knee in the '80s, listening to the Detroit Tigers on the AM station.
Oh, you gotta
at the
tell this.
cabin.
You gotta also tell who he coached.
Who he coached?
Wasn't it him? Your grandpa?
He coached.
Miracle?
Oh, that's a hockey team.
The hockey
Oh
team.
yeah. Oh, so
Yeah.
okay.
Aren't we? Were you not just
I
talking
was,
about
but I
hockey?
was into baseball at that second, so
Okay.
it blew my mind. Um,
That's like,
I know. So when my dad and his brothers were growing up, hockey was still very new. And in those days, like, all the hockey players like Tim Horton and everybody, they had normal jobs they'd go home to, and so that everybody was in the league trying to promote hockey, and wouldn't you know it, they were trying to pick up any interesting story. And my grandfather was coaching a travel league team, and all four of his boys played. And so four brothers that played hockey was a big story. So they got to go to like the hockey camps and everything. And in those days, the hockey camps were like, Steve from down the road is running a hockey camp, and it's like $600,000 to go to. No, it was like all the greats were there. So you'd have like Tim Horton or somebody would be, teaching you how to do, defense, or you'd have. It was crazy, the teams. But even further, my grandfather coached many of few. I don't know how many actually. A bunch of the
a
boys
lot
that
of them I
played
heard.
on the if you've ever watched that movie, Miracle, um, and that's where the U.S. beat the Russians, and it was a really big thing at the time.
Yeah.
My grandfather coached a lot of the boys that got on that team,
Yeah.
and my uncle Kurt was
On the Red Wing farm team.
no, he was actually they wanted him on that team, but he was too young.
Oh, so that's why he went to the farm team?
He was 2 years too young to be on that team because he would have been on that Miracle team.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And he was also the youngest player ever to play on the Junior Red Wings team, which is their farm team.
That's really cool.
So, yeah. He was always cool. Uncle Kurt was
Hey,
always
Julie.
cool.
I used to work with Julie. She has an awesome channel about vintage items that she gets. So if you guys are into antiques at all, go check out that channel, Julie AJ's Retro and Vintage. I highly recommend her. I love her channel. I love watching her videos. I love antiques. So
I miss going antiquing in the garage ceiling.
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Soon. Someday soon.
Speaking of vintage and retro, there's something that Thorhaven might be kicking into.
What?
I just heard that they're doing a reboot of a movie.
Oh.
Highlander is getting rebooted. And so the guy that plays Superman is going to be the Highlander guy. I was super geeked when I heard that.
I know. You should. He was blushing like a schoolgirl.
It's awesome. I
He's
mean,
still doing it. Look, he's all red in the
those movies are
cheeks.
so dated, and they're just
It's time for
but
a new one.
it was awesome. Back in the day, it was awesome.
You know what I was going to say? There was one. I mean, not. I was going to say it before you got into the Highlander. I was going to say tell them about the Johnny Bauer story.
Yeah, we went and Johnny Bauer was signing autographs down in Oshawa, so I took our son Paul down there, and we got him an autograph. And as I'm standing in line, I started talking to him, and I shook his hand. You know, it's like my dad's a big fan. My family's big into hockey, and my uncles are big fans. It's great to meet you and everything else. And so as we were walking away, we're walking through this strip mall or mall, and I'm like just geeking out. I got to meet Johnny Bauer and shake his hand. So I'm trying to call like my dad, my uncles, and nobody's answering, man. I'm like, I gotta talk to somebody. So I called my uncle. Finally, my uncle Tim answered. And I'm just geeking out. He's like, "That's so cool. That's so cool." And as I'm walking back, I see Johnny Bauer's kind of done with the line, but the sports shop that hired or paid for him to be there wants him to sign a bunch of stuff so that he can make their money. And I just walked up to him and I said, "Mr. Bauer, it was so great to meet you, and I'm sorry to bother you, but I just gotta ask, because my uncle's a huge fan. Could you just say hi to him?"
Not just a huge fan. Johnny Bauer was the one for Uncle Tim.
Yes.
Like his idol as a child. Okay.
And so he was like, "Yeah, sure." And he takes the phone and
We
he's
have
like,
pictures of this.
"Oh
too.
yeah." And he's talking to my Uncle Tim on the phone, and he's like, "Yeah, I remember that place. I played there." Da, da, da. And they're like chatting on the phone. And the owners of the store just giving me a mean mug, just giving me that evil eye. "What are you doing?" And Mr. Power, and he's just like, "Get
He's
away
busy.
from me! I'm busy."
Yeah, he was telling
It
them,
was so
"Go
cool.
away!" Like, and we have a picture of him talking on the phone, trying to listen, with him going like, "No, no, no, just a minute, just a minute. I'm talking to the guy on the phone."
Oh
It was
man,
really cool.
Johnny Bauer he was awesome. He was awesome. He was the man.
He was very sweet.
All right, so let's see here. Smart
Wait,
says, yes, within the last 2 weeks, have to euthanize the rest this weekend. Can't have birds for 45 days, then start over. Thousands of dollars lost, and my baby's
Oh
gone.
no, what was it?
Wow.
And how, like, yeah, I have to learn. I don't know anything about, like, I know some of the typical diseases for chickens and stuff, but I don't know if there's, I don't know, I have to look at more of it. I'm so sorry that you have to go through that. That's, yeah, it's good to have that, what, I'm trying to think of the word, I can't think of the word. Self-sufficiency, like getting eggs and meat birds and such, to have that, and to also, so if you had many birds, you probably sold eggs too, I'm assuming. Oh, I love the Highlander when it first came out.
We all did. It was like it was the bomb in its day. It was awesome.
Oh, the Mud Broker rebooting Highlander. Burn the blasphemers.
Oh, that's awesome.
He was like a giddy schoolgirl. They are.
I don't know.
Now, is it a movie or is it a TV
It's a
series?
movie. It's a movie. Now they had a TV series on it, which was just but yeah, but like in the original Highlander, the whole thing was like,
I've never watched it.
well, it was a big kickoff back in the day because they had the ninja movies were all like really big. Karate was really big. Then the Karate Kid came out, so that whole genre was in effect, and they just capitalized on it and went for sword fights and everything else, and it took off.
I didn't watch it.
CJM. Well, I have to go water the garden on the rooftop. You guys have an amazing day. Big support for you guys. Thanks, buddy. You have a great day. See you, Kamala.
I was gonna say, what about her?
I just did.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and show support.
Mm.
Love you, big guy. Sam says the dirty schwa. I love it.
Julie says very cool. It was mystical and cool. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I mean, some of the later ones got really kind of corny too. You know, they were just trying to capitalize on the
Didn't
name,
see it.
but it was still. I'm pretty geeked to see because I know the guy they're getting to play it
Mm-hmm.
has been playing another series on Netflix,
Okay.
which was based on a video game apparently, but
Which
it's
one?
all along the
Have you
same lines.
been watching it?
I watched
We
it.
are very different as far as like movies and TV shows and
Yeah, you're all about like Dr. Quinn and stuff, and
that is my all time favorite, Dr. Quinn.
yeah, and I'm into like well, we got into Vikings together. That was good.
That was good.
And then we were in like I'm into like
I don't like where it's going now. I liked it more when in the beginning. But
yeah,
I'm losing interest.
yeah. Um, Sam says ILT due to a lying breeder that sold me dirty infected birds that were supposed to be tested. You can look up chicken ILT. Please be careful; it ruins everything. Wow, I have no idea.
I'm gonna write that down because I didn't know.
Okay. Wow.
Oh, that was another thing that
like a piece of food shot. Right, went down the wrong pipe.
oh no.
Oh dear,
She
do I
threw us
ever
both
remember
under a
you
bus.
making me watch Dr. Quinn and tickle your feet? Yes,
I
yes.
just snorted. I can have my I'm sorry, but I can have my feet tickled for hours. Like
yes.
hours. It's
Yes.
just yes, you need to come over and like
Well, I got a goal. I can make a concession with you.
okay. Do I okay?
The Hobbit's like a 3-hour movie if you get the extended version.
If you tickle my feet, give me a good pair of headphones. You can turn on anything.
I say we do it, but we do it at Autumn's house.
Brody, stop it.
Did you get all the way through your goals?
Okay, so here's I don't even know if I got through any of them.
You got through some of them.
Okay. So I want to lose 15 pounds for the month of June. I want to get to 1,500 subscribers. So here I'm going to do a self promo. This is going to be very hard for me. I can do it for everybody else. I can already feel me hesitating. Let's do this. Okay. In the words of our almost 4-year-old grandson, let's do this. Okay. 1,500 subs. So here's what I was going to say. Share our channel if you can, if you feel like we're worthy enough to share. And if you can help watch our videos. My 15-minute daily habits that I want to implement. So I want to read the Bible, do some more prayer, self-reflection. I want to give myself 15-minute tasks throughout the day to get me ahead to where I want to be. It could be something like I'm just gonna stick with this 15 minutes. So if I have an idea, like I want to build a herb garden. Well, if I go spend 15 minutes and pick up some of the rocks that I don't want there, it's at least getting somewhere to accomplish the goal that I want. And so if we break stuff down to 15 minutes, that's basically what I want to do. I have a bunch of those, which I'm gonna be doing videos about. 15 videos is gonna go up in the month of June, at least 15 videos. The 15 watch hours. The 15th, we're doing the giveaway. Go watch our last video if you haven't seen them or seen it because it has the details for the giveaway. In keeping with like the 1 and the 5, I also sell Scentsy, so I want to try to sell at least $150 worth this month. And there was another one. I had another one. 15, 15, 15, 15. I'm gonna do a video about where I'm starting from tomorrow, and I'm gonna post it either tomorrow or Thursday. So all my goals will be there. But I'm putting them out to this world. So
apparently, you are the only woman that likes your feet tickled.
what? No. Oh, no. I can't be. No.
I've never met anybody else that does.
I love like that. I can't understand why people don't like that. I guess people that don't like it can't understand how I do though. Another sliver. Woohoo! Hickory Croft, hey guys!
Hey, welcome to Monday Night Live!
Woo! I don't know why
see, you're getting into it.
I know it's the sugar.
Chrissy does gardening and stuff. I don't know if anyone mentioned it, but my friend mentioned I
no! I know my son. I'm surprised he hasn't called for support, moral support.
Oh, he's too busy crying.
Yeah, I know. Now I have to face Jessica and be like, take off the sun. Can I borrow those sunglasses? Like, oh my goodness.
Did you see Julie?
No, I'm just we made it tonight. Yes, I got to make it to everybody's live too. So, do you guys still go live on Wednesday? It's been a minute since I've. No, Tuesday. You guys go live on Tuesday.
Gotta put it on your calendar.
Yes, I do. If you haven't watched the last video, I have a really cool calendar that I started.
And Julie and AJ's Retro and Vintage. I love your goals for June, and I'm someone that likes my.
Yes, I knew I loved you, Julie. I knew it. Chrissy, Autumn says, "Mom, check your Facebook messages."
She made you a sticker?
I know.
What? They are Tuesdays at 9. Didn't do a live last week. I don't think we did either, did we?
We did not, because it was a long
our
weekend.
anniversary.
Yes, we were together, not married. I mean, that didn't happen too long after we met, but we've been together 16 years as of May 24, and then we got married the following January. So we were engaged. We were engaged 3 weeks after we met.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we got married 7 months, well, from May 24 to January, and we got married.
Yeah.
Yep.
A little tidbit that most people don't know about us.
Right? Oh, I gotta take it off airplane mode.
I remember everybody saying, "Are you nuts? Do you
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
even know?"
not only like, okay, so not only are we only together for a short time, whoops, but I also left my country with my children to go move in with some guy that I had only known 7 months, and we had a long distance relationship because he lived in Michigan and I lived in Ontario.
Yep.
So I can see why, especially now being a mama bear too. Like our daughter's gonna be, well, technically my daughter, but June 3rd she's going to be 26 years old, and that is, I met you 26, turning 27. So she decided to up and leave and move countries. I don't know how my mama did it. I don't, especially after, only knowing the guy for 7 months. But I knew the night that we met online.
Before online dating was cool.
Right. I told everybody that I met the man I'm going to marry the next day. So that's that.
I downloaded MSN.
Yes, you had me at MSN. That was our joke. And he was the one that said, "I love you" first.
Some things in life you just know.
I couldn't say it back though. That was the first time
you
in
remember
my
what
life.
You said to me instead?
I do. Do you remember?
I do.
So
I even put it on a little keychain I made.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
So I couldn't say I love you, and he could. And so at the time, Ghost was popular. And so instead of saying ditto, I didn't want to be a copycat, but I wanted something cool like that. We came up with Franco.
Yep.
And so even to this day, once in a blue moon, we'll just turn around and say Franco. And
All right, open up that thing because she apparently made a logo for us.
oh, well, that's something I should.
Some guy.
Ooh, very nice. I like that.
Oh, that is so cool.
Did you draw that by hand, kiddo? I don't know if people can see it. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. That's really cool. It's backwards on the screen, but um, where were we
She
for
drew it by
comments?
hand. That's incredible.
Oh wow,
Wow.
that's awesome. Way to go! I love it.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
So we got a new logo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh.
Did you read that already? Hickory Cross said, "Congratulations, guys."
Oh, no, I missed that. Where is
No,
it?
right at the very top.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. And they're still having problems with their tractor.
Oh, yeah, we still can't get it to start. It's probably something simple, but right?
Yeah.
At
eh,
least you have a tractor, even if it's just sitting there.
Right. And now that being said, I don't know. Like I know just enough about like engine repair and stuff that I can get myself in trouble.
Hmm.
But I'm learning more and more every day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Not me.
I'm totally learning.
Actually, no, I lie. I did do pretty good with the generator the other night.
Yes, you did.
Yep. It wouldn't start, and they had fixed it. Mike had fixed it, and it wouldn't start. And so I went out there, and typical of, if my grandpa tried everything that he could think of to fix it, which he was a handyman. If nothing else worked, he sometimes would just bang stuff around. And so I picked the generator up, and I was like teeter tottering it and looking at all these different things, and then just I think I even kicked it at one point, and then it started, and it was awesome.
Yeah. So apparently, maybe you just need to hit it with a wrench. Get the motivator going.
Right?
We do okay with smaller things, but the tractor is a bit beyond us at the moment.
Hmm.
It happens to us all, buddy. Don't even fret. Like it'll come. It'll come. Uh, Ange, my
It'll
battery.
come.
It always comes. Eventually, it all falls in line. Sometimes there's a dry spell where just things kind of start to fall apart. But I found that in those dry times, even though I sound like a mechanic working on a Ford, it it
I learned we're mechanics.
it,
Swore.
it
Or why they
always
swear.
it always teaches me a bit more,
Hmm.
and then I know just that much more about the stuff that I'm doing or working on. Julie says, Ange, my battery is clunking.
Oh,
Glad I caught alive.
yes. I'm glad you were here too, Jill.
Thank you very
I
much for
missed you
showing.
and everybody. I don't know if you're in work at the moment, like if you're actually at the campus, but if you are, can you just give everybody a social distance hug and a hello from me? A mental hug and a mental high
Air hugs.
five.
Air hugs.
everybody that would have known me, anyways, because it'd be kind of weird if you went up to strangers and been like, "And says hi."
I'd do it.
I know you would.
Tabitha says, she's back.
Woo!
Hickory Cough Farm.
Oh, good for you. I didn't know that. Sorry, I read.
Wow.
Woohoo! Okay, so then skip the whole air hugs and just I give you one air hug. Wow, this sugar.
What do you? It's sugar. Oh, it's the Coke.
Yes, because I'm starting my goals tomorrow and I don't drink Coke anymore. So when I went out, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get a bag of chips and Coke for tonight. I'm going to be bad. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to be healthy.
Hickory Croft says, I would love to hit it with something bigger. See? Like a mechanic working on a Ford. There's some days. There's
Right?
just some days, man. Ah, eventually it'll get there, bud. I'll send up a prayer or two for you. Sam says anything mechanical is a curse here. Most others are covered.
We have a small mechanics guy right on the corner, which is kind of cool.
hmm It seems like all my friends are like super, super handy. Either they're carpenters, they're mechanics, they're HVAC, they're plumbers, whatever. My dad's a master electrician, among other things. And so
So you're a jack of all trades then.
I have a world of knowledge at my fingertips. I just start calling people because I'll get through it. I'll figure it out. But half the time, if I had to do it on my own, I'll break stuff
You
until
know,
it's fixed.
you know a little bit about a lot of things, but you're not an expert like in anything.
Well, I was like that in the service too.
Except for
Like
being a
I
good
couldn't,
husband.
I couldn't. No,
Oh,
I couldn't sit still when I was in the service. So like and that's why everybody loved me over there because like I was trained in so many things. I don't even want to get into it. My
you were trained.
certificates have
Yes,
certificates.
he's got a binder this thick from when he was in the military.
But it's just because I didn't want to sit still. Like I was even able to drive 45 passenger bus, 5-ton, deuce and a half Humvees. I was NBC NCO for the battalion's nuclear biological chemical warfare training officer. I was also like integrated digital network exchange systems training for the battalion over 600
whoa,
people.
did you have sugar?
A little bit.
I think this is a good time to end.
And now I'm on a farm.
He's lived in Japan. He's lived in Canada. He's lived in the States.
Lived in Georgia.
Lived the States.
I know, but you always want to live in Georgia.
I know. That's why my cat is named Georgia, because she's my Georgia peach.
Okay, Autumn says, okay, guys, I gotta go shower. I stink. You always stink. I love you, kiddo. Good night. I love you. I'll call you on my break tomorrow. Excellent. I can't wait to hear from you.
It's your feet that stink.
And my broker says, I'm putting on an oil lamp in my Chevy truck at the moment. It's a bit involved.
An
oil pump. I heard an oil lamp. I was like, wow, he's going retro. Yeah, that can be a bit involved. Austin says she do stink. You are such a good
horrible.
boyfriend, Austin.
This is horrible. What was it that you always said to Autumn as a kid? Now, looking back in hindsight,
it was from was
it from a movie or something?
It was from a movie or something.
And so this was something, well, he'd say to all the kids. So it didn't do anything to boost their self-esteem, that's for sure.
It might have even been Jimmy Buffett. Like the whole line was like, I think Jimmy Buffett was like, my feet stink, and I don't love Jesus or something. It was something weird.
Take that back.
I know it was just from a song, but I took it to a different place, and so I would always. How did I put it again? I can't remember.
You're ugly and your feet stink.
You're ugly and your feet stink. That was my hello to my kids, or as I referred to them, my minions. Yes. I will lord over my minions. They will do all my tasks.
So that was the extent of, I think, the worst for you're ugly and your feet stink.
You're ugly and your feet stink. I love you. Good night.
That's how we should end our lives.
I love you. Your feet.
I love you all, and your feet stink.
You're ugly and your feet stink. I love you. Good night. Hickory Cobb Farm says, I tried asking someone that I know who lives in Kingston who would be able to work on tractors, but their body's doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they can do stuff like that, usually they do get pretty busy. That does sound a little involved. It's nice of you, Cruci. We will get it figured out eventually.
What I haven't seen, I'm not going to lie, I have been horrible YouTube person. Up until now, I'm changing that. That's another goal that I haven't written down, though. I'm going to spend time, which I already do. I just haven't because I got caught up in the busyness. I'm going to make a point of running people's channels to help them and support them. And so I just haven't been on YouTube a lot other than to post a couple videos.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with the tractor, but I will go back and watch your videos starting probably tomorrow.
Tabitha, this is not coffee. I've been drinking orange pico, which probably has some caffeine still in it. So.
And this is my Coca-Cola.
We love you too, Sam. Thank you for showing up. Chrissy does gardening and stuff. Hickory Cough Farm. If I could try to help, I would, but I'm not sure how to help. I think I know somebody that might be able to give you some pointers and advice. I'm not sure. Gord, actually,
Mm.
because he's worked on several of his old tractors.
Yes, yes.
Shoot us a message, letting us know what kind of tractor, what's going on, and I'll ask him about it and shoot you back some information, or maybe not if he doesn't have any.
They're wizards and not wizards. They are very, very knowledgeable with all that kind of stuff. And those kids, I'm telling you what, they are so smarticles.
Oh yeah,
They are.
they're awesome.
When we got this place, there was 2 ATVs here, and so we let them take one. We couldn't figure out.
Well, I figured it was a carburetor, but it's just like this old.
But we didn't know.
Yeah,
for sure.
I didn't know for sure.
And then, like 2 weeks later, they had it up and running, and they were whipping around. I'm like, and was that the one that doesn't have a key?
Yep.
And they still got it going.
Bypass the
Everything.
everything.
Yeah.
That would be quite the outro for your videos. Your feet stink. You're ugly. Your feet stink. Love you. Good night.
on the mic videos, sure.
Cheers, Tabitha. Teas for you.
Cheers.
Hickory Croft, we are the same. It's that time of year where it's almost impossible to keep up with everything.
Oh yeah.
We're out planting the garden until dusk tonight, and chores too.
Yeah, that's why we might even do a little bit later next week that are live. I posted it or postponed it half an hour because we use all the daylight that we can.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to fix up the chicken coop so that the chicken run around it is covered now, so that I can keep that whole area dry. When I first put it up, I didn't think about that, and so it was just hardware cloth to protect them, but it was always wet in there or whatever. So now I'm trying to fix that up. It should be better.
Jeremy's back.
Hey.
Welcome to Mr. Rogers.
Hello, friends.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
I think it's getting late. I think that's what's going on. Well, hello. Welcome back. Speaking of stinky people, I gotta go bathe. The mud booger says.
Yeah.
All right. So I think it's time to cash it in.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna regret this if I don't.
I gotta go put all the chickens to bed anyway, and shut the goats in for the night, and make sure everything's okay still out there with the animals.
Don't forget.
You ugly, your feet stink, and we love you. Good night. No? Okay, we're not doing that.
No, you go ahead. That's what I was.
You were?
I was. You got to bring a little bit of you. You can't just,
All right. Good night, Austin. I'll check my messages.
Oh, I'm intrigued. Okay. Have a great rest of your night too, Hickory Croft and CJM and everybody in the chat. Thank you all so much for stopping by and spending the evening with us. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments below and
hit that like.
Share us out. Help us reach our goals. And don't forget to go back and watch the last video because there's a giveaway.
As always.
Take care. God bless. Until next time. And
you're ugly. Your feet stink. I love you. Good night.
Bye. Hurry. End it.
I did. I hit the button.
We're still live.
My computer's that old.
Yep.